Peace and blessings, life warrior. Welcome back to Monday Message. I am Dharma Shakti, your host with your weekly dose of inspiration. All right, so let's dive into our message today. I have a wonderful and inspiring little phrase / quote that I picked up along the way, as I always do. I feel like I say that every video. This is something I picked up along the way. And that's really all these videos are, is me sharing with you things that I've picked up along the way. I am no different than you. I am on a journey just like you are, and I need things to inspire me, to keep me geared towards the direction that I want to go, that I desire to go, that I aspire to go. And I know how challenging life is. I know how distracting life is, and I know how discouraging life can be, and we all need inspiration. And that's really what these Monday messages are about, is sharing with you things that are inspiring to me in hopes that you too will feel inspired to do better, to feel better, to be better. Because you know, just as much as I know, this world needs people who feel better, who do better, and who be better. And so thank you, my friend, for having a listen and doing the work. And with no further ado, let me share this quote with you from my mentor. And I was listening to one of his podcasts as I am getting my dose of inspiration, because we all need it. He said something that really landed with me, and I shared it in my class over the weekend, and I got some good feedback about it, meaning it resonated with others, and that to me implies that more of us need to hear it. So here it goes. Are you ready? Grab a pen, write this one down, put it on a post-it note so that you can stick it up on your mirror and read it and remind yourself every day, as I often do. I got my sticky notepad here with page after page after page with inspiring things that I need to hear. So, all right, you got your sticky note and pen. This one is, they don't need you to be perfect. They need you to be committed. The people in your life who love you, the people in your life who lean on you, the people in your life who rely on you, the people in your life who want to be around you, the people in your life who are closest to you, the people that you role model for, the people that you have an impact on. They don't need you to be perfect. They don't need you to be perfect. They need you to be committed. Not committed as in 5150, but committed to your process, committed to your growth, committed to honoring the struggle, committed to starting a brand new day. Each day you wake up is a brand new day to begin again, and to begin anew, and to try it again, to try it over, to take another crack at it, right? Each day is an opportunity to do it again, to do it differently, to do it better. Each day is an opportunity to not just let it be one day, but to be day one. And the people around you who love you, the people around you who admire you, the people around you who look up to you, the people around you who rely on you for your support, whether it be physical support, mental support, financial support, material support, emotional support, they don't need you to be perfect. They just need you to be committed to your process, whatever that process is. Right? They need you to be committed to your growth. They need you to be committed to your healing. They need you to be committed to your radical self-accountability. They need you to be committed to growing and getting better and stepping into what is your best each and every day. Doesn't mean you have to be your best every day. That would be perfect. They need you to be committed, to be consistent in that process. It doesn't mean that we don't have bad days. It doesn't mean that we don't have a day where we are just sort of checked out and lounging around and kind of removed ourselves from everything, right? That may be what you need to be committed to your process. It doesn't mean that every day is perfect. It doesn't mean that every day you're on your A game. What it means is that when you know you're not on your A game, when you know you're having a bad day, when you know you're in the midst of a struggle that is got you hooked in up here mentally, and you just can't quite shift into a better mindset just yet. They know that you're committed to that process one way or another, that you know you need to get there, you know you need to take the steps to get there, and you're committed to learning those steps, or you're committed to doing those steps, that you're just committed to the process of growth and forward movement. They need to know that you're committed to their love, that you're committed to, you're committed to the moment. You're committed to the process. You're committed for the long haul in your growth and your evolution and your healing. So my friend, we can put down this idea that the people in our lives need us to be perfect, and if we're not doing it perfect, we're letting them down. Right? They just need us to be committed and to be consistent. That's it. And again, we can cut ourselves slack. It doesn't mean that every single day we're on the grind. What it means is when we step back and we look at the big picture, yeah, we know that that person's making an effort. We know that that person is showing up even on the hard days. And showing up is going to look different each and every day. Showing up on the hard days looks very different than showing up on the good days. But we're showing up. To some degree, we're showing up with that radical self-honesty, that radical accountability, that radical self-awareness, and that radical self-love. We're showing up one way or another. One way or another. That's going to look different for each of us. It's going to feel different for each of us. But the people in your life who are important to you, the people in your life who you are important to, they'll know. They'll see that you're committed. They'll know if you're really showing up. They'll see that you're committed. They'll feel it. So my friend, what can you commit to? Where have you slacked off on your commitment? Where have you slacked off on your connection to your growth and to your healing and to your evolving, to your enlightening process? Where have you disconnected? And it's okay. It's okay if you've disconnected. It's all right. Begin again. Reconnect. That's all part of the path. There are going to be parts of our lives and chapters in our lives where we feel like we've disconnected. And the journey is to learn how to reconnect every time. Not to beat ourselves up for being disconnected, not to beat ourselves up for feeling resigned, but to commit, to come back as soon as we are able to, as soon as we can, as soon as we realize in the teeniest bit of a way. Even if we don't know how we're going to do it, but in our mind we know, I need to recommit. I need to reconnect. I need to reestablish this routine for myself. I need to reestablish this communication here. I need to reestablish this pattern. So where have you disengaged? Where have you disconnected? And then when you have that realization from a place of willingness, not from a place of obligation, and not from a place of degrading yourself because of it, but from a renewed sense of commitment because you're worth it, because you're deserving, and because the people in your life who love you deserve to have the best of you. You deserve to have the best of you. And so you don't need to be perfect. We can give that up, right? My same mentor says that perfection is a prerequisite for nothing other than suffering. The people in your life who matter to you and who you matter to, they don't require your perfection. They don't. They just need, right, to see that you're committed and that you are consistent in that commitment. Even on the hard days, even if you don't know what you need to do to be committed, they just need to know and feel that you feel and you know in your own heart and mind, right, that you are committed to your growth, even when you're in those places of, I don't know what's needed of me next. I don't know where to turn. I don't know, what's the next step. I don't know. I just know that I know I need to show up. That's something. That's something. So my friend, just take a moment today to reflect. Where have you disconnected? Where have you disengaged? And remind yourself that the people in your life don't need you to be perfect. We can just put being perfect down. Perfecting ourselves is different than being perfect. Perfection is a process. Perfection is something that is never ending. It is ongoing, coming more and more and more into our best. right? And our best isn't one place that we land and then that's just where we stay. There are so many layers to what our best is, so much for us to discover and uncover what is our best. And so as long as we're in that process somehow, some way, then the people who we love and the people who love us, they know that we're committed. And that's all they need. That's all they need. We can give up perfection, we can let it go, we can toss it out the window, we can break up with it. And it's time to just reconnect with your commitment and to your engagement with that process of healing and growing and learning and uncovering and letting go. Little bit at a time, one day at a time, one process at a time, not all at once, just little by little, not in a hurry, but just committed, consistent with that commitment as best we can. All right, well, happy Monday, cheers. I hope you have an amazing week, and I'm sending you so much love from my heart to yours. I hope that you receive it and that you enjoy this week as you recommit. Namaste.